Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome to another coffee chat show here on Buzzing Pattaya, and to the topic today, and that is 3 reasons why, in my opinion, you should come out to Pattaya right now and come and enjoy what's on offer here, because trust me, in my opinion, I actually generally think now is probably one of the best times to come out here. Now, what I would ask is, as always, we're very lucky here in the community. We've got some very, very knowledgeable, some very experienced people that share their information. So please, guys, if you have been out recently, what was your experience like? What do you think when you came back? Was it a tick in the box like, yep, happy days, glad I did it? Or was it a little bit, well, it was okay? Or were you disappointed? And guys, please be honest. Please be honest. That's the whole purpose of what we do here. So why should you come out here, right now? Well, I'll tell you why. There are 3 main reasons, in my opinion, why I think you should be out here. The first one is to experience what is happening, to see firsthand and to actually see it evolve, because whether we like it or not, this city is undergoing many, many changes. And there really is a huge, huge depth of changes that are happening. And I remember, when people used to say to me, this place used to be here, or this used to be like this. And, I spoke to BJ, and he's been here 50 years. So, I mean, if there was a man that has seen changes, well, he's that man. And, he was telling me there used to be a big tree in the middle of Walking Street. And all these kind of things. And I have to say, from a personal point of view, I always sit there and think, I wish I'd have seen that. I wonder what that was like. And people talk about me back in the day and back in the day. Well, right now, we are going through a historical change. We really are. For many years, myself included, I was the one person saying it's not going to happen. They've been saying it for years. They've been saying they're going to do it. But they genuinely and are actually doing it. They really, really are. And there's a lot of examples, Walking Street, for instance. Walking Street right now, they're paving the new design that we've all seen, and we all thought, that's never going to happen. It's happening. They've changed all the electrical, not the cabling. They're doing a lot of work on the cabling. They're really trying to clean it up. Who would have ever imagined that Simon Beer Bar complexes would have gone? That was unheard of. They were so busy. Who remembers walking through and all the bars there, all the girls screaming at you, baying for your attention? These were the experiences that when you came home, you're like, wow, yeah, I remember when that happened. And you tell your friends and they're like, really? Are you sure? But there's so much going on. And I think now's a great time to come out, because when you come out here, you can walk down Walking Street while it's being, what's the word I'm looking for? Not reviewed. Oh, what are they doing? Help me out. Oh man. Anyway, they're doing something to it, but they're renewing. They're not renewing it. That's an insurance policy. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, while they're revamping it, there you go, revamp. I'll get there in the end. But you can say, yep, I saw that happening. You can go to areas like Drinking Street, and you can say, I remember back in the day when this was really busy and very, very buoyant, and now it's not. Looking around LK Metro, go over to Tree Town. Tree Town has come up leaps and bounds recently. It really, really has. Over the last couple of years, so many places have come to the forefront. New buildings, new things happening. It really is fantastic. Likewise, if you go around LK Metro, you walk around LK Metro, there's new bars now. Old bars that have been here a long time have gone and have changed. And all these things are happening, and you can see it firsthand. Second Road, for instance. You go around Second Road, they're doing a load of roadworks at the moment. They're changing the demographic of the city. So I think from a historical point of view, now is a perfect time to come out and see what's going on. Right now, if you come out, I actually genuinely think there's a great vibe. I really do. I think it's a fantastic vibe out here at the moment. I think it's probably the best it's been for me as an individual in the last 10 years of living here. And I'll tell you why. It's not overcrowded. I remember coming out as a tourist, and you'd go down Soy 6, you'd walk around LK, and it was literally shoulder to shoulder. I remember when I first came here as a photographer to do the work down in Walking Street, it was just awful trying to navigate through everywhere. Whereas right now, it's not overcrowded. It's actually quite pleasant, to be totally truthful with you. So when you're walking around, you're not shoulder to shoulder with loads of people. Obviously, they've removed the restrictions right now, so now we don't have to wear the mask. Yes, there are still a few places that are asking you to, but in general, I'd say probably right now, 95% of the places here, you don't need to wear a mask. And I'll tell you which is a bit of a mindset, is going into a 7-Eleven. Now, 7-Elevens have always been very strict. And the family masks, they've been very, very strict. You can't go in without a mask. Whereas now, they're letting you go in without a mask. And my point being is, it's a lot more relaxed. There's a better feeling about it. You know, it's not about, oh, where's your mask, this, and all these conditions. It's just a case of, hey, how you doing, my friend? Come on in. There are more girls here now than there are tourists. And that's a fact. We organise bar crawls, we go off, we take guys around all these different bars, and when we walk in, there is always more girls than guys. And the reason being is, when you come here, especially if you're on your own or just a couple of mates, guys, when you walk around, you're going to have a great time. There's no ifs or buts about it. You are going to have a great time. The bars will be welcoming you. The girls are there. You know, it really is, the ball's in your court now. And whereas in the past, you know, if you go back to the old days, you'd walk into a bar, it was rammed with guys. And, you know, you were very lucky if there was any girl available to come and sit and have a chat to you. So, you know, right now, it's a good vibe. Right now, there isn't that balance in their favour. It's in your favour, because when you walk in, there are, you know, lots of girls here. Of course, there are still some bars that are struggling, and there are some bars that haven't got the girls that they're looking for. And that's the nature of the beast right now, because we're still going through that transition where the girls are saying, well, where's the customers? And the customers are saying, well, where's the girls? Well, the girls have made the move. There are quite a lot of girls here now, so don't worry about that side of things. The city. This city is not dead. It really isn't. You know, people say, oh, Pattaya's dead, it's done, it's dusted. No, it's not. It really, really isn't. What I would like to say is, if you was to take somebody that has never been here before, pin drop them into the middle of the city and say, go and have a week at your own pleasure and see how you get on, I would say 95, if not higher, a percentage of those guys will all say, wow, that was brilliant. It's just not how it used to be. But so is many, many places around the world. You know, everywhere has to evolve, everywhere has to change. So what we're doing here in the city is we're just changing. And rather than try and push those changes away, embrace them. Embrace them. If you come out here, you are fact going to have a great time. But what you've got to stop doing is going back in time and going, oh yeah, I remember when. Because that remember when is just sadly gone. It really is. You know, I could say I remember Angel Witch. You know, I remember all these different places, X-Zone, all these different places where they were amazing. But they've gone. So it's just a memory now. But the point being for you guys is, if you come out here now, the city has got a good vibe. You really will have a good time. Relaxation. So if you want to go down onto the beach, you know, I remember when I used to go to Spain. you guys are probably, who remembers the towel wars? You know, you used to have to put your towel on the sunbed to reserve your sunbed while you went off to go and get your breakfast, and then you come back and someone had tossed a towel into the swimming pool. Oh, all the fun and games back then. I mean, who remembers those days? Well, it was never quite like that here, but when you used to go down onto the beaches, you know, a lot of the beach vendors were very, very busy, meaning that if there were the sunbeds, they were normally taken, meaning you had to try and squeeze into the deck chairs. Now, I'm quite big, so I don't really like sitting in the deck chairs, so it was never really for me. So for me as an individual, I just think, oh man, I need to get out early this morning so I can go and get me a sunbed, purely because I just don't fit in those chairs, those wooden slats down the side just dig into you after a while. But the point being is this: you go down onto beaches now, particularly away from the weekends, because at the weekends we do get a large amount of people from Bangkok come down. But if you go out now, you can chill out on the beach. You can relax. You can just sit back and take in all the wonders of what's going on around you. It really is a great vibe. You're not fighting to try and get a space. You're not trying to get into an area where there's sunbeds that don't have any available. It really is chilled out and relaxed. And also, the prices. Yes, I know the flight prices are extortionate in many cases right now, and we spoke about that recently on the live stream with Ian and myself, and that, you know, sadly is something I can't, you know, change, or I wish I could. But what I can tell you now is, if you come out here now, the prices are good. You go into the restaurants, you know, there's some great deals here to be had, you know, and it's good quality restaurants are offering you fantastic food at fantastic prices. So it's not like you're going to come over here and suddenly they've all put their prices up. They haven't. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't blame them if they did, because they've got to try and recover the last years. But they haven't. They genuinely haven't. If anything, the prices have either stood still or they've come down slightly. The hotels here, you know, there are some great deals to be had. And you go to some of the more affluent hotels like the Armanis and the Hiltons, And you know, these nice Dusit Thani's, you know, all these nice places, they've got some great deals that they never used to have on offer. So again, you know, if you're coming out here right now, the vibe in the city is great, and likewise you can pick up yourself a really good deal. So there's no reason not to come out here. My third one is about traveling. I like to travel around the country. I like to go off and find new places. I've been to many, many places in this country, and I've been very fortunate. So if you do come out here, now is a perfect time to travel. It really, really is. You know, you can go off trains. You know, the trains are not packed, they're not busy. The minibuses, if you go down to, say, I don't know, from here to, say, Phuket, or here down to Koh Kud, or here down to Koh Chang, or, you know, wherever you want to travel, the minibuses, generally speaking, are not rammed. The buses, the big buses, other than the airport transfers, the normal buses that take you off on excursions are, generally speaking, they're not that busy. So now is a great time to go and explore the country and see other parts of the country that maybe you would say, oh, I'm not really going to go, it's too busy, I can't be bothered to go on there, it's just, nah, it's not really for me. So again, you know, this is a great time to come over here to have your fun, but also to enjoy other aspects. Tourist attractions. Right now, the tourist attractions are at an all-time low in terms of capacity. So, you know, you don't have to be pushed along. Like, for instance, I went to the Art in Paradise. I took my family there the other day, and we had a brilliant time. You know, we were one of probably 50 customers. But in the past, when I went there a long time ago to do a promotional video for them, there was like 5,000 customers. It was just mental, and trying to get that picture for me was very difficult. Whereas now, you can just amble around at your own pace, your own leisure, and enjoy the tourist attraction to its fullest. You're not being herded around, you're not being surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of people. So it is a good time to go. Because the tourist attractions are quieter, there are some fantastic deals available. So, you know, these tourist companies, the tour companies that are offering these deals, you know, again, jump on these and take advantage of some great deals. Go and explore this country, because it really is a fantastic country. I've got another one down here. It says, relaxed pace of life. And I think that's an important one to take on board. You know, when people come out here, and I used to be the same, you know, you would go hell for leather. You know, you were counting down the days, right, I'm here for 21 days, let's go. And it would just be full on, just completely full on, all the way from the beginning until the end. And normally, when you get on the airplane, you need like the whole 11 hours sleep, because you're trying to recharge your batteries, having just gone at it hell for leather. But now you don't need to do that, because when you come out here now, it's just a much nicer, much more chilled out, relaxed pace, and it really is enjoyable. So there you go, guys. That's 3 reasons. You know, see all the changes first and experience this city's changes, because it's happening. It's happening right now. It's going to continue for at least another year, I would imagine, if not maybe longer, with all the things they're going to do. You know, soy made in Thailand's gone. Completely gone, you know, wow, who would have ever thought that's happened? You know, Simon Beer Bar Complex is gone. You know, again, these things, tree towns developing, soy chayapun, you know, soy pothole. It used to be, it was a completely different soy to what it is now. Now it's a really good vibe. Soy 6 is coming back to life. You know, so many of these places are changing, but you need to be here to experience those changes so you can go back and say, yeah, I was there when that happened. And unfortunately, I've missed many of the changes I'd love to have witnessed firsthand, but there you go. But you've got that chance, guys. Come out here now. There is a good vibe. Yeah, there is a good vibe. Don't listen to the doom and gloomers, the people that are going to say it's done, it's dusted. Listen, it's a great vibe, and I'm sure the comments down below will justify what I'm saying to you. I can't imagine for the life of me anyone will say, well, I came over and it was absolute rubbish. I'm sure some people will say I came over, it was different. It wasn't quite as busy as I was hoping it to be. But that's your own expectation. But the point being is, did you still have a good time? Would you come back? If I said to someone, right, you've just come out here, you've gone back home, you've got the opportunity, if I can wave a magic wand and bring you back out here now for another 2 weeks, completely free, gratis, would you come out? I think 99.9% of the people would say yes. Travel, get yourself around the country. Now is the best time ever to go and explore this beautiful country that I'm lucky enough to call my home, because there is so much on offer here, more than what you realize when you step outside of the city center and you go off and you explore. And it doesn't necessarily mean you need to go to the Chiang Mai's and the Phukets and from one extreme to the other, but you can go to some of the other smaller areas nearby to here and you will have a fantastic time. Fact. All right, so there you go, guys. That's my 3 reasons. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Where do you stand in this? When will you be coming back? Have you just been out here? And if you have, please drop your comment below and share your experience. And be honest, guys, be honest. Let's see, is this city worth coming to right here, right now? All right, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look in Discord. We've got over 16,500 members now, and that's a perfect platform for you to ask the questions that you want to ask and get the instant answers, because there's many, many very, very experienced people in there sharing their knowledge. So again, jump in there. I'm an active member on there as well, so I'm always answering questions and stuff, far more than I can on the comments here. Generally speaking, on here, when I ask you a comment, that's it, I'm out, I'm done, I'm on to the next comment. Whereas in Discord, I will keep up with all the comments. So have a look on Discord, and if you would like to support the channel and the work that I do here, there is a link in the description below, and membership starts from as little as 89p a month. All right, thank you so much indeed for watching, guys, and as always, please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.